Chapter 8. Young David found himself staring at the flock of sheep while Lahmi fed the sheep before herding the animals into a stable. David broke his concentration from the exercise routine that his father had set for him, instructing him to run up a mound hill that stretched upwards about at least 100 feet. Jesse had set an obstacle course of sprints and climbing, using a rope to climb up a date palm tree in a certain amount of time. Jesse approached his son, handing him a cloth to wipe the sweaty mist from his face. "Your strength has to improve, son, and it will because you are from my loins." Jesse took out a cord with a pouch that held a stone inside of it before swinging the card's pouch in circles a few times, propelling the rock at the tree. Jesse walked over to the tree, picked up the stone before placing it back into the cord's pouch and handing it to David. "This is a very simple weapon. It is not fancy, but it will help with your core strength. You cannot have great athletic ability without a strong midsection. Your center of gravity is here," he said while slapping David's stomach. "Learn how to become accurate with this weapon, and it will show a strong core. The more accurate you are with the stone, the harder the stone will fly out of its pouch. If you can become accurate with a stone, you can become accurate with anything." David started swinging the stone at the tree, missing every single time. Jesse shook his head, snatching the cord weapon from David. "Look, boy, your power starts from your legs and bursts from the midsection in one explosive force." Jesse started swinging the pouch in circles again before hurling the stone at the tree. The stone hit the date palm tree with so much force that it chipped off a piece of bark. Jesse handed the weapon back to David before hearing Lahmi scream out in concern, "My Lord Jesse, please come here fast." Jesse and David noticed that Lahmi had the sheep closed inside of the sheep's pen. He was completing his routine checklist and found himself about 300 yards out from the pen while surveying the pasture's outskirts. Jesse and David ran over to where Lahmi stood as they were unable to see what concentrated Lahmi's concern due to his distance. Jesse stood by Lahmi with a concerned countenance. David arrived last, looking down at a dead lion whose left eye seemed to have rotted out of its face. The lion's injury seemed to have spread from his eye to the rest of its body. Jesse kneeled down to review the corpse of the male lion whose mighty energy had escaped from its lifeless body. Its mane was stiff and cold. "It seems as if the lion sustained an eye injury that became infected," Jesse said while turning to David. "It looks like you were right, David. There are lions around here." Lahmi looked at Jesse with a smile. "My lord, Jesse, I struck the lion with my sword and it punctured its eye, killing him. I did what I had to do to save your sheep." David could not believe what was happening. Lahmi was taking the credit for David's kill, leaving David perplexed. He had killed the beast after breaking his father's commands to no longer deal with shepherd duties, and David knew that if he claimed the kill, his father would not believe him. And if he did believe him, David would risk punishment for disobeying. "Lahmi is lying, father. He did not kill this lion." Both Lahmi and Jesse stared at David as he looked angry. Lahmi walked up to David as the two stared each other down in fury. "Are you calling me a liar, David?" Lahmi asked under his breath. Jesse separated the two, splitting up the tension. "David, this young man has no reason to lie. Go back down and continue training. Work on your sling technique." David stormed away as Jesse turned to Lahmi. "You are truly a blessing in my house. Protecting my flock from this ferocious animal is something told of folklore. You are a real-life hero. I'm relieving you for the rest of the day as a reward. Nitzevet will prepare dinner of your choice." Jesse embraced Lahmi before heading back to the house. Lahmi smiled with a sinister whine. If you like this audiobook, please make sure to like, subscribe, and press the notification bell.